Hey, Mayor Greg Lincoln here down at our Cats Courts at our Mounds Creek Park for a very special, dangerous, exciting, drama-filled juggling act that we're going to have today for the Heart to Hope Telethon. I'm very excited that Dr. Jacobyanksy has joined and decided that he wanted to help raise money for the telethon, and he wanted to do this by risking his life. So hopefully when you all watch this awesome juggling act that you get on your phones and you call into the number and help us raise a lot of money for the Heart to Hope Telethon, which benefits the Connellsville Community Ministries. And as you see, I have my New Haven Hose volunteer fireman fire coat on to protect me, because Dr. Jacobyanksy is going to be juggling fire today. And thank you to our wonderful volunteer fire department, New Haven Hose, Chief Layton. He's here with his humongous fire extinguisher in case things go wrong.
Things go awry.
Things go awry. So with that, I'm going to let Dr. Jacobyanksy take over, and good luck, stay safe, and don't try this at home.
Thank you, Greg. So my name is Frank Jacobyanksy. The telethon committee asked me to come back and juggle this. Actually, I begged them to let me come back and juggle this year because I juggled last year and I was so bad I wanted to come back and redeem myself, excuse me, to put on a nice juggling act. I'm a resident of Connellsville. I live on the south side. My house is real easy to find. It's the one with all the burned out patches in the yard. So the telethon is wonderful. We love it. This is a great committee. This is a great town. I love being in Connellsville. So the committee figured if they get pretty good acts, people would watch, they would raise a lot more money and make donations. But unfortunately, they're stuck with me. So this is the best they could do on short notice with me. So what is juggling fire? It's really not that hard. It's basically juggling clubs, which anybody can do, and you light them on fire. You just have to put countless hours into practice, which in retrospect, I probably could have used my time better curing cancer or something like that, but we are where we are. But it's sort of like flying a plane. It's easy to juggle, but when you add that element of fire, you know you shouldn't be doing this. Like in a plane, you know you shouldn't be up in the air 5 miles. I know I shouldn't be juggling fire. So what do we use when we juggle fire? Well, I'm going to get back up here, and we use specialized clubs. We call them torches. And it has what's called a wick, which is made out of Kevlar. And I don't know the chemistry, but these have lasted me 5 years, and they haven't disintegrated yet. Hopefully they will not do that tonight. But we also use a fuel, and I'm sorry I'm walking back and forth, but the fuel is not gasoline. It's called white gas or camping fuel. And a little plug for one of the local businesses. I got this at Spotto's. I completely cleaned them out this past weekend, so if you want to go camping and use it, I'm sorry. But I also have another plug out to Stone & Company, because Stone & Company, I went down there and I talked to John Tressler, who is about the smartest man I know. So he and I jury-rigged this bottle that I could put gasoline in it and it could come out safely and cleanly.
All right.
But if you're going to juggle, you need a special t-shirt. So I thought this would be appropriate. There's a heart with flame on it. And there's a joke there, which I'm really not going to get into, Greg, because I'm not. So whenever we deal with fire, and I'm sorry, how are we doing, Rick? Whenever we deal with fire, safety is paramount. Paramount. So whenever I juggle fire, like flying an airplane, I go through my safety checklist. So I'm not making this stuff up. It's an official safety checklist. Okay? So the first thing, most important thing, you scan the area. Now the reason I picked Mounds Creek Park is because there's sand here, and if I drop the clubs, which I am going to drop the clubs, by the way, if I have to make a split-second decision between getting burned and putting a good act on, I'm looking out for number one here. So I am going to drop these. But a little shout out to the city and the president of the rec board, really great guy, because they allowed me to use the courts.
Frank's the president of the rec board, just so you know.
Inside joke. So So that's number one. Number two, always wear fire-resistant clothing. I always forget that one, Greg. I didn't wear it. Number three, anybody here eaten beans recently? I think that's self-explanatory. Okay with that? Okay. And number four, since there is a certain amount of danger involved with fire, I thought I would have a fire expert come down, and who better to come down than noted New Haven Fire Chief Jeff Layton, who not is only the local expert, he's probably an expert countrywide and worldwide. So there's Jeff Layton.
Well, you see how far away he's standing from you too. So he's pretty smart.
So Jeff has assured me that if anything untoward happens here, he should be able to handle any major catastrophe. Thank you, Jeff. I don't know if Jeff has any words to say. He's a man of few words, but many actions.
Good luck, Frank.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I since I've been doing this for a while, I found out that you have to test the clubs. You have to get the right amount of heat. There is a in the fire juggling community, which isn't all that big to begin with, there is a commandment, and so I repeat it to myself every time I juggle fires. The commandment is you can't have too much fire. So remember that, you can't have too much fire. So I say that to myself. So I test the clubs. So how do I test the clubs? Well, I will show you. How are we doing here?
I think it's about time to light those clubs.
You're one step ahead of me, Jeff. So I put the gas on, and I've also learned not to light them next to the gas. Lighter, lighter, lighter. So I test them, I light them up, and oh, I need gloves, Greg. I need gloves. So ask them to do one thing. So I'm testing these clubs, but I have to put gloves on to test them, so bear with me. I thought that was funny. So, come on, hurry up before it gets to me.
Don't let it go up your pant leg, because we're going to be tackling you.
I test them. So I have these special gloves, and you know, I hate when they get on fire. So I'm testing this to make sure it's too hot. So this is too hot because it's setting my glove on fire. So too much fire. So yeah, that's about right. It's still getting burned a little bit. That's about right. Not bad. It took me a long time to get enough guts to do that, by the way.
So I feel a little bit of a breeze. Is that going to cause you any problems when you start juggling with the wind blowing?
The wind can make this somewhat treacherous, Greg. So somewhat treacherous. So, and then I can't put it out. So is everybody ready? New Haven Hose, you ready?
We are ready.
We're ready, Frank.
So I'm gonna light up these torches. So I put some gas on it, and being very careful not to contaminate the parks, in case the DEP's watching, Greg. Okay, so I get them nice and soaked, and as they say at NASA, let's light these candles. So you have to let them burn down a little bit. So what I do, so I don't get these stuff back on me, I get the excess stuff out. It's like napalm. I'm about ready.
Ba ba da ba da ba ba ba. Ba ba da ba da ba ba ba. Fire is a scary thing. It can make your bearskin sting. Spurred by rash desires, I've decided to juggle fire.
Woo!
I'm juggling these burning clubs of fire. They go up, 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 and the flames fly higher, and they burn, burn, burn. These clubs of fire. These clubs of fire.
Oh, the fire dance. I started to stay away from it. This is my hard one right here.
The smell of gas is sweet and makes a lot of heat.
Not bad.
I dreamed of this since I was a child. Oh, let them clubs burn wild.
Applause.
I'm juggling these burning clubs of fire. They go up, 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 and the flames fly higher, and they burn, burn, burn. These clubs of fire, these clubs of fire. Let them burn. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum,
And I have to
bum,
stop here
bum,
because my flame will go out.
Bum, 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 bum.
Hi, I'm back, unfortunately. So I have to stop halfway through because I need to get more fuel in this. So I have to light it up again. And hey, do you guys want to see something dangerous? Juggling with fire is dangerous. What more do you guys want? So I have to spin it out. And John Malone, when I told him I was going to do this, he said, what are you going to do, put little light bulbs in these torches? I said, no, John, it's real fire. But wasn't impressed, even though he's a great guy. So, I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be.
Ba ba da ba da ba ba ba. Ba ba da ba da ba ba ba. The smell of gas is sweet
I'm going to get this.
and makes a lot of heat. I dreamed of this since I was a child. Oh,
was the
let them
easy one.
clubs burn wild. I'm juggling these burning clubs of fire. They go up, 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 and the flames fly higher, and they burn, burn,
Cooking
burn.
now. Woo! Cooking
These
now.
clubs of
Oh,
fire.
I'm hot.
These clubs of fire. One more time. I'm
Woo.
juggling these burning clubs of fire. They go up, 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 and the flames fly higher, and they burn, burn, burn. These clubs of fire. These clubs of fire.
Big finish.
These clubs of fire.
This hasn't worked the last 50
These
times.
clubs of fire.
Wait, I can do this. Yes!
Yes! You did an awesome job, Frank. Thank you for putting your life on the line for the Heart to Hope Telethon. Now it's your turn to support Frank by calling the numbers that are on your screen or going online and donating whatever you can to help us reach the $35,000 goal and putting more money back into our community, into the Connellsville Area Community Ministries. Thank you, Frank.
No, thank you, Greg. Thank you.